Last year, you and I worked together on formulating the purpose statement along with a small group, and we had some fun with that. It was we had to dig deep inside and really determine who are we, and what we came out of those meetings with is Enerfab embraces the hard work that makes life better, and I know you were very passionate about that.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, why don't you talk a little bit?
Yeah.
Give me what you think about when you
when you think about hard work. Hard work is not just about the work that our people do in the shops, the field, and in our maintenance projects, but it's really about the pursuit. Understanding what we need to do to win the work, and all the things that go into that. What we need to do to build the work, and making sure that we collect and we set the stage right for really what needs to get done. Right. But there's hard work all along the way, and I think that touches every aspect of a project. But then you look at the environments that our work gets done in, and these refineries, the chemical plants, the power plants, the food and beverage facilities, each one of those have different nuances that are really hard-working environments. But at the end of the day, the products that we put out touch the lives of all of our different our employees and our customers.
Absolutely. The another thing too is our core values at Enerfab have always been consistent. Since I started here in 1992, and actually when I started here in 1990, you in 93, as you mentioned, the core values that were communicated to me, and now the ones that that I've wanted to carry forward, and I know that you carry forward, are around safety, quality, and integrity. We wanted to simplify those as we went into 2020. Tell me a little bit about, because you were part of that, of that simplifying, not changing who we are, but simplifying so that we could really rally around it.
Yeah, and that process of was really interesting to kind of get the perspective, and we actually got feedback from across the organization. And if you can't remember the list, of what makes us, let's go right back to the core of what makes us. And at the end of the day, safety, quality, integrity, we kept exactly how they are and its intent, and how we've talked about how that touches each of us. But we added community and grit. And if you think about our purpose statement, that is embodied in that as well. So, the grit is really what it takes to get something done no matter what. And making sure that when nobody's looking, the right thing gets done, to make sure that no shortcuts. Right. The community aspect, I think, is really an important one as well, as we connect not just within our own companies, but with our vendors, with our customers, across the landscape in each of our regions, and making sure that we get more connected around our organization. And we'll be doing a lot of new things to be able to embody that.
I think you bring up a good point about the community, and it ties to the first pillar in our strategic journey, and that is about our people. What I find is, not only for myself, and I know this is important to you, but I hear it consistently from all our employees, is that involvement not only in our business but in community is important to them. And that ties right to the investment in our people. So why don't we talk a little bit about those strategic pillars, and start with people.
Yeah, from the people standpoint, investing in our people, not just for the jobs they're doing today, but the jobs that we need them to do tomorrow. I think that's a big piece of that. And we have several of our folks going through project management training at the end of the month as an example of that, some of that investment. But also, I would encourage ourselves to look within our employee and within recruiting from others as part of that investment piece as well. So it's not just investing in our current state, it's to take us where we're going to go.
Right. A couple other pillars are, maximize our existing industries and customer base, but as well as diversifying, and I know that'll continue to go forward. The other two pillars I know are very passionate for you. One is about leveraging technology and being a differentiator, and lastly is project execution. And how will you lead the organization in those two areas?
And I think that will be, you look back a year from now to today, I think we'll see an impact across the organization as we start looking at a digital transformation across our company, from how we're collecting time in the field, to how we're doing payroll, to how we're executing estimates, execution, and streamlining the process throughout that. So really embedding the work processes we have with technology and things, looking at things that are out there, you know, that we can utilize to make us better, safer, and more effective for our customers.